Hi everybody, this is Mary. You're watching Cardz TV. We're going to make a quick little fun card today using the Meow cartridge and Elegant Edges. And I'm also going to use the Cardz TV Twice the Love stamp set. Now, I created this primarily for twins, but I'm going to show you how you can use this for other cards as well. So today we're going to be using this phrase right here, twice the fun. And I'm going to get all my papers and everything together, and we're going to put this quick little card together. For our card base, we're using some burnt orange cardstock, and I cut this at 4 1/4 by 11, scored it at 5 1/2, and I've got a portrait style card, which is now 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I cut one of these fun papers from that matte stack that my good friend Lynn sent me the other day. This is from the Splash Stack from Echo Park, and I'm going to take some Tim Holtz tea dye distress ink, and I'm just going to lightly ink around these edges. And I'm using my little sponge dauber right here, and we're just going to lightly go around this so that we don't have any of the white edges showing against our orange cardstock. This doesn't take long at all, and it gives just a little bit of extra color around the edges and also hides those white edges. Okay, and we're going to keep this out because we're going to be using it again in a minute. Now we're going to go ahead and put this on our card base. This is double-sided paper. I love this. It's got something pretty on both sides. I love these fun stripes and these fun colors. Okay, we'll go ahead and get this on. And then I'll show you what we cut out of our Cricut cartridges. Okay, out of the Elegant Edges cartridge, one of my favorites, I've cut two elements for this card, and they're both on page 51. This is called Butterfly 2. I cut the square one right down here, and let me grab it and show it to you. I cut a shadow, and then I cut another piece. Now, for the top piece, this is kind of a yellow. This is from Pink Paisley, and this is the one I cut right here, and I cut this at 3 1/2 inches. And then I cut a shadow out of the same burnt orange as the card, also at 3 1/2 inches, and that's right there. And we're going to sponge around this with that same distress ink before I adhere these together. Okay, I've got these inked and adhered together, and they're just going to go on the front of our card right about there. But I'm not going to stick this down yet because I want to make sure I've got it laid out just right. I also used Elegant Edges for my little mat that my sentiment's on. And where's the book? Here we go. This time I used the border right up here, and I cut this border out of the yellow at 3/4 inch. Well, because I had already cut the shadow, because this one has a butterfly on it, out of 3/4, when I went up to 1 inch to try to do a shadow, it was way too big. So I just adhered this yellow border on some more of the burnt orange, and I took my scissors and just trimmed it out. And this has also been inked with that same tea dye distress ink, and I've got it on 1 thickness of foam tape, and that's going to go right down here. So I'm going to put that on first, and then I'll know for sure where I want to get my mat put on, and then I'll show you what we're going to put on top of that. Something really cute. We'll get this right down here, and I've got some buttons I'm going to put on here as well. Okay, now I can go ahead and adhere my mat down, and I'm just going to use my ATG gun for that because what's going on top is already on 2 thicknesses of foam tape. So we'll get this on. Okay, we've got our sentiment down, and this is Twice the Fun from the Cardz TV Twice the Love stamp set, and I used Memento Tuxedo Black ink to stamp this on. We've got our mat down, and now let me show you what's going on here. I think this is the cutest little thing. I just love this little mama kitty with her little kittens. They have the sweetest little faces. Now, I cut these out at 3 inches, and in the brochure that comes with it, the little thing that's got all the cuts on it, this is cut number 11 if you cut down from the top. Like I said, I cut this at 3 inches. I cut it out of black, then the orange layer. This layer is the tan or the craft color, and then this last layer is their little pink noses. I think they are so stinking cute. I just love this one. And when I looked at it, I thought, oh, 2 little kittens, twice the fun. And that's why I picked this sentiment. I've got these on 2 thicknesses of foam tape, and they're going to go right here on the front of our card. And I'll go ahead and get those on, and then we're going to add our buttons, and we'll have this little card all finished and ready to send out to a friend. I think this makes a great little thinking of you or friendship card, or you could even send this to somebody that's not feeling well, because I think these little cat and kittens would definitely cheer them up. Let me get it on here straight. That looks about right. Now, I've got some small orange buttons, and I'm going to put one on either end of my sentiment to highlight that and just add some more color and interest. And then I'm going to put one in the opposite corners for our little kittens. Let me get my glue dots and get these stuck down, and then I'll show you the finished card. Here's our finished card, and I think it turned out so cute. And I think the sentiment is just perfect with this, just for the 2 little kitties. Thanks so much for coming by today, guys, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye now.